when you start off initially, to get your inertia, turning your toes inwards, move out the backs of your feet like a duck walk. Yeah? That gets you used to moving backwards initially. Let's make sure I don't get run over by no truck. Alright, this is a demonstration of Reese skating backwards using the 1 foot snake method. If you'll notice, he uses his right leg to do the snaking and his left leg is his leading leg. And this is a demonstration of me using the 1 leg snake method, and you'll know that my left leg does the snaking and my right leg is the one behind doing the leading. Okay, this is a demonstration of Reese. He's doing the twin snake method, and if you see his feet, instead of using 1 leg to go backwards, he's using both legs to go backwards. Right, this is Eddie skating. He's using in a long one. He's using his right leg to do the snaking, but he hasn't been back skating very long, about a year or so. But if you notice, he's now to the point where both of his legs stay together, but he's using leaning to doing his steering. Eventually, and if you look, he still look over his shoulder, and he started to use his arms for his direction, so he's beginning to look where he's going when he goes behind. Right? This is how he does corners. He's looking where he's going, and if you look, he's leaning over. He's still leaning over to get round the corner to where he's got to go. Right, now this is Eddie's step out. He's demonstrating. It's kind of different. He's still doing the snake. He's still using that right foot for the snake. So we don't want to get run over by no car. Thank you, Mr. Man in your car. Right. Wow. Good recovery. Okay, and Ed turned around the other way. He's using the right leg to do the snake still, but if you look, he's still twisting his left leg, and he's using his bottom, his hips, to propel himself. If you look at his arms more, he's using his shoulders as well. So by the time you get a little bit more advanced, you could probably stick your bottom into it and use your shoulders as well. The weight you transfer it round. You notice how I back skate. When I cross over, similarly, I turn this way. You put your feet at an angle. Yeah? Instead of going straight, you go do sideways, like diagonally, and you always keep. You look where you're going. But you can look this way, but you can't see what's going on behind you. So it's better to get used to turning yourself by putting your legs in diagonal motion. It looks if you can use your arms as well to swing. Corners is a different matter. You kind of change, you have your feet straight. Hello, here comes trouble. And if you look at Eddie skates different yet again. Eddie leads with, well, he will lead with his right leg eventually, sorry, left leg eventually, but he's using his right leg to snake and to move. Right, this is Reese demonstrating the crossover technique. First of all he done corners, and now he's showing how you cross over just to keep going in a straight line. Just watch his feet. Monaco. But if you notice his body, he's actually turned sideways. When you start to get used to crossing over and skating backwards this way, you actually begin, your muscles get used to turning sideways. Look at his body angle. He's gone from straight how he was at first, when he was snaking, now he's gone to leaning over. Right, and here you have Reese and Eddie. Both are at different stages of development with their back skating. Reese is kind of more on an advanced runnings, but Eddie is got very solid for the moves that he does, or for how he's doing it. It shouldn't be too long till Eddie actually develops leaning over to the side a bit, and then he should be looking over his right shoulder. There we are, we've got a bit of cornering going on there. So look at Reese, look how Reese is kind of leaning in and twisting in his body positioning. Right, if you look at how I'm back skating now, I'm still staying flat, but I'm lifting up my feet to get the momentum. Yeah, using the inner wheels. You kind of bend your knees and bring it in, and it's like walking. Now, of course, it comes around the corner again. Getting around the corner. Go around it down, you know. It's like you can do it this way, side to side. Most of the pressure is on the inside, but it's kind of like a half a snake you're using. Instead of going like so, it's only like a tiny half a snake you're using. But the feet are parallel to each other. The weight is over the knees and forward. But when I turn though, the weight goes slightly different. It's on the back leg. Get out of here. But if you look at how I'm actually standing now, it's kind of like I'm sitting on my back glute, bending. One foot is kind of slightly more in front of the back foot. So when I go around the corner, it's the back foot that's doing the steering and the front foot that's doing the pushing. But it's the positioning. I'm going to kick it down, you know. But how you will think you will lean into it, eventually you go from straight on one foot, you actually end up sitting on your skate, kind of like you're sitting back and you're twisted. Once your muscles develop sufficiently, you'll be able to do that and it won't hurt. Initially your neck might get a bit stiff and your shoulders might get a bit stiff because you've got to get used to how to be leaning into it. That's not everything really. It takes time. Okay, that's it. There's Reese is demonstrating a toe roll. Again, it's using the inside wheels to do it. You're still moving backwards, but it's just using the weight on the inside wheels to gain the momentum. Because Daddy on his one leg runners, he loves that camera. But again, it's all about balance. You notice he's still swinging his shoulders to help him move. It's kind of like side to side rather than back to front.